Hey guys, how you doing? Today I want to answer the question, what is the difference between schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, and bipolar disorder? I'm going to start with schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a thought disorder. It's characterized by disorganized thinking and it also by positive and negative symptoms. Positive symptoms mean something's added to the personality, like delusions or hallucinations, and negative symptoms mean something is taken away from the personality, which is something like motivation. Schizoaffective disorder is exactly the same thing, except in addition to the regular schizophrenia symptoms, the person also has mood swings from mania to depression. Mania, basically, you have running thoughts through your head. Everything's going really fast. You're thinking really fast. You're speaking really fast. It's like an elevated mood. It's almost like you had too much caffeine, but with psychotic symptoms. And by psychotic, I mean hallucinations, hearing things or seeing things. And then there's the depression half of schizoaffective disorder. Everybody pretty knows what depression is. It can include things like anhedonia, which is a loss of pleasure. Bipolar disorder is very similar to schizoaffective disorder and can easily be confused. The difference between schizoaffective and bipolar disorder is that schizoaffective, you have schizophrenia plus mood swings. In bipolar, you have mood swings, but with psychotic symptoms, but you only have the symptoms when you're having a mood swing. So in between bouts of mania and depression, you're like a normal person, and people with bipolar disorder can fit in better with society and everything because they have that period of normalcy when they're not having mood swings. I was diagnosed with schizophrenia back in 2008, and I was diagnosed as schizophrenia paranoid type. And that's based on the book, the DSM-4-TR, which stands for the Diagnosis and Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders, version 4 text revision. That had been around since the early 2000s. Now there is DSM-5 came out in early 2013, and schizophrenia has vastly changed. Instead of having subtypes, there are no longer subtypes. Either you have schizophrenia or you don't. Other subtypes were paranoid, disorganized, catatonic, undifferentiated, and residual. Undifferentiated and residual weren't like full-blown schizophrenia. They were like a lighter version of schizophrenia. DSM-5 has no subtypes for schizophrenia. It's either schizophrenia or schizophrenia with catatonia, and they've made catatonia made its own disorder as catatonia disorder. And catatonia, I don't really know too much about it, but it's basically sits still for long periods of time, not moving a muscle. And it's it used to be part of schizophrenia, now it's schizophrenia with catatonia or just catatonia disorder. I know about schizophrenia, schizoaffective, and bipolar because it's what I went to school for, and I have personal experience with schizophrenia, and I'm actually a drug counselor for people who have schizophrenia. And if I were to tell each one of those guys apart from different types of schizophrenia, I wouldn't be able to, because it's all the same thing. I think the DSM-5 is right. There's no paranoid type, but I think paranoia is something that comes with everyone who has schizophrenia or schizoaffective. I can't tell the difference between any of the guys in my group or the ones I see individually. Any other questions, leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. I'll reply to them as soon as I can. That's all for today. Happy New Year, and have a great one. Bye.